What's up, everybody? So we are in the last section of the 7 problem areas analysis tool. These last 2 questions are open-ended, and they're really just meant to pull out what you feel, maybe even subconsciously, is the current problem that is affecting you the most right now. So if you remember in the session before, we basically had you analyze and rank from 1 to 7 which problems were the most problematic in your life right now. So if I were to say, what is the problem? If somebody were to come up to you and ask you out of the blue, someone you don't even know, hey, what's the problem? What would you say? What would you say about that? Disregard all of the things that you just tried to categorize. Just try and not think about it and free write, what is the problem? This is really meant to kind of bring out some subconscious kind of understanding of what you feel the problem is. And it's going to be helpful for you to kind of analyze and reflect on that. Same thing with number 2 is, what is the solution? You might actually have to think about this a little bit more. So the problem should be a little bit more free association writing, and then the solution should be something that you actually think about, put the time and energy into thinking about how to solve your problem. Because a lot of us, we deem and we label problems, and then we don't do anything about it. We just say, well, I can't do X, Y, and Z because of this, and that's it. And they don't think about the solutions. They're not solution oriented. They just think of the problem, and then they deem that as the final word, the only path, the label that cannot be changed. But there's no solution-based approach thinking there. There's no systematic, holistic approach to the problem. And if you're only thinking of the problem, you're not self-aware enough, because to be self-aware, to be mellow-minded, is to understand that there are solutions to every problem. Whether you have to figure that out for yourself. So do that for right now. Think about alternative ways of thinking. Think about different ways to perceive your problem. Think about legitimate practical solutions you can take. Who could you talk to? What could you do? What skills do you need? Whatever it means to you to kind of find a solution, just think about it and write it down. And then we'll move on to the next lesson.